Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It is me, DLE Rye. Here I am with some leaks coming out with the new structure deck. We've been anticipating a structure deck for quite a while now, so it's about time that it finally came out. So here are my first impressions and first overviews of the cards that we're getting. Everything in here comes with the new structure except one card specifically that was leaked outside of the structure, and that is the last card in the extra deck. So don't get too excited when you see this, because there is one card that's not here in the structure deck. Is probably coming through an event or something along those lines. So to get started, we got a couple of reprints. Of course, the Junk Synchron and the Quick Draw Synchron. Already know what those do. They're just some basic generic URs from the old Synchron, which is great because this is to save money again. So these are already in the game. Really core to the Synchro archetype. Really cool to see them here. Junk Synchron quick overview summons, brings back a low level 2 monster from the graveyard for a quick Synchro. Quick draw, discard, you summon him, he's a level 5. Amazing that we're getting these for free, especially with the new tuning coming with the new box. We have a Junk Converter here. Don't remember if he's in the game yet. I don't believe so. You can discard this card in one tuner, add one Synchron monster from your deck to your hand. If this card's in your graveyard as a Synchro material, you can target one tuner in the graveyard, special summon it in defense position, but cannot activate its effects during this turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. So just more of that Synchro potential there by discarding this in a tuner. You can add a Synchron. Very cool, as well as the summon effect. Really cool to getting more effects off. Hyper Synchron. When this card is sent to the graveyard for the Synchro summon of a dragon type, the monster gains 200 attack. Also banish that face-up monster during the end phase, so these probably won't matter too much. Junk Servant. If you control a Junk monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, so more Junk support there. Level Warrior. If there are no monsters in the field, you can normal summon this card as a level 2 monster. If your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand as a level 4. So kind of a small cock-a-doodle-doo effect right there. Junk Archer, or Junk Anchor, sorry. For a Synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one Synchron tuner, which is super cool because there are specific cards that ask for a Synchron tuner. So, you know, Junk Synchron and any of these Turbo Synchrons, etc. So that's pretty cool that that's there. Once per turn, you can discard one card, then target one non-tuner Junk monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, and if you do, immediately after this effect resolves, Synchro summon one Synchro monster that lists a Synchron monster as a tuner, using this card, using that monster in this card only. These Synchro monsters are banished and being sent to the graveyard. So actually a pretty cool effect there. It'll be exciting to see what kind of little cheese plays we can make if we're, you know, by not using Synchron monsters with that. Boost Warrior, we already have this. If you control a tuner, you can special summon this card. We actually saw this pop off in battle phase, I think in a Blackwing deck or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty funny to watch happen. Mono Synchron. When using this card as a Synchro material, the other Synchron materials must be level 4 or lower warrior or machine types. They're treated as level 1. Turbo Synchron. When this card declares an attack, you can change the attack target to defense position. When you take battle damage while this card's attacking, you can special summon a monster from your hand with attacks less than or equal to the battle damage you took. So no main phase 2, so that's kind of a useless effect for us. Here we have Synchro Chase, continuous effect. Your opponent cannot activate effects or cannot activate cards or effects in response to the effects activation of your Synchro monsters with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust in their original name. If you Synchro summon a Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust Synchro monster, you can target one monster in your graveyard, use as its material, special summon it in defense position. You can only use this effect of once per turn, of Synchro Chase once per turn. Okay. Bright Star Dragon. When this card's normal summon, you can target one other face-up monster in the field, increase that target's level by 2 until the end of this turn. A little boost there. Stardust Respark. When an opponent's special summon monster declares a direct attack, if its attack is greater than or equal to your life points, negate the attack, and if you do, draw one card. Then you can special summon one Stardust monster from your extra deck or graveyard. You can only activate one Respark per turn. Now this card's kind of interesting. You know, when your opponent declares a direct attack and the attack is greater than or equal to your life points, a lot of people playing around Battle and Boxer Veil right now, and you got things like Excalibur and whatnot. Kind of cool to see this card here. So we'll see if this has a little bit of an impact and just kind of some cheese strategies or with Destiny Draw or anything like that. Here we go, Stardust Respark. Let's see what we can do with that card. Now, of course, the Synchro monsters, of course, have to have the actual Synchros for the structure. We have Turbo Warrior, Turbo Synchron card here. When this card declares an attack on a level 6 or higher Synchro monsters, half the attack of the attack target until the end of the damage step. This card cannot be targeted by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters, so that's pretty cool. Can't be targeted by the effects of low-level monsters there. We're getting a new Stardust Dragon artwork here. So it's just Stardust Dragon, but with new artwork. Same thing, tribute this card to negate the destruction effects. Of course, this combos well with the Stardust Respark. But hey, Stardust for free, another UR. This is a great structure for lowering the cost of Synchros. Formula Synchron, we've got this in Yusei Skill. But now we have it more officially in the game, which is great, so we can detach it from the skill. When this card Synchro summoned, you draw a card. Once per chain during your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect immediately after this card resolves. Synchro summon using the card you control. Boom. Using this card you control. So really, really cool. It's a tuner, Synchro tuner, and quick effect, Synchro it up. So expect it, of course, to help this. Might help things like TG as well. Probably not. I don't know if they'll be making a level 2, but definitely going to help this deck. Junk Warrior, it's just same old Junk Warrior that we already have before. Junk Archer, same old Junk Archer that we have before. Once per turn, you can target one monster opponent controls, banish it. A little better than Warrior, which doesn't really do anything in Yu-Gi-Oh! So these are all the cards that are coming out in the structure deck, the ones that I just mentioned. The only thing not coming out in the structure, but is leaked in the game files potentially to come for free or as a skill or something, it looks like it's kind of going to be like Alternative Dragon, where it's coming out for free, as far as I can tell, is this one right here. The Shooting Star Dragon. Now, this is kind of the boss monster, because you notice if you look through everything else, nothing here is really the boss monster. You've got it takes one tuner Synchro monster plus one Stardust Dragon. So the idea is you have to get a Stardust Dragon out. Once per turn, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, shuffle them back in. Also, this card's maximum number of attacks per battle this turn equals the number of tuner monsters excavated. Ooh, okay. That's already pretty crazy. Once per turn, during either player's turn, so quick effect, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy cards in the field, you can negate the effect, and if you do, destroy it. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can target the attacking monster, banish this card, and if you do, negate that attack. During the next end phase, special summon this card, banish card by this effect. So very, very powerful boss monster here. Again, this is not going to be in the structure decks. We do see it in the game files, and we do see it kind of, Yusei pointing it out as if, you get it type of thing. But it's not quite sure how we're going to get it. I think it's going to be the same as how Alternative. I should also clarify, I just checked, Stardust Respark is already in the game, so we're not going to see anything too crazy with that. But it's cool that it's here. We can cheese out Stardust with it. So, so quick mention on Stardust Respark there. But yeah, this is supposed to be like the new big bad boss monster, Shooting Star Dragon. If I don't know how to obtain him, but he is going to be the go-to. Is this going to be good? I can say even without this, without knowing how exactly we're getting the Shooting Star Dragon, this is still a pretty decent structure just because it lowers the cost of Synchros, especially with the tuning card coming in the new mini very, very soon. And it also puts more value on that mini as well. Definitely something we're going to have to check out in YGO Omega with duels and stuff. But that free Shooting Star Dragon, however which way we end up getting that card, is going to be kind of the make it or break it. If it's a skill, could be not so great. I'd rather not have to play through a skill, but if it's through an actual card, which looks like what it's going to be, we're going to get it kind of through the login reward of KCGT, kind of the same way we're getting Alternative Dragon. If that's the way, this is going to be an amazing boss monster. Obviously, it has the crazy attacks, but I think it's going to be super crazy. That destruction is going to be, because if you read it, it's like during either player's turns when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card card or cards on the field, so TTH, offerings, etc., we just negate it. You know what I mean? And then yeah, you know, just being able to resummon this card as well, and then just being able to synchro it on your opponent's turn with Formula Synchron, I think it's just going to be really, really nice for this deck. So there you go, boys. New structure deck incoming. We're getting a bunch of reduction in the Synchro archetype in terms of gem cost, especially these old UR tuners is going to be very, very nice. And then new boss monster, Shooting Star Dragon, coming out for free. And yeah, just let me know in the comments what you guys think about Synchros coming back. I know we're in the Exceed era, but hey, you know, time for some Synchros is what Konami said. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what this can do. Yusei's finally going to be meta, I think. And hopefully it can have an impact and make these tournaments a little bit more fun. And yeah, check out the Discord. That's where the tournaments will be held. And I would like to see you guys there. Till next time, YouTube.